democracy and an Islamic country working hand in hand. That Islam and democracy are indeed able to coexist in a way that is beneficial to both.
Dan di sini Indonesia menunjukkan bahwa demokrasi dan dunia Islam bisa berjalan berdampingan dan mereka bisa melengkapi dan bisa memberikan satu hasil yang cukup bagus.
Now there are other reasons that the United States views Indonesia as very important, but rather than go on, I've probably talked enough. We can perhaps discuss those together. Thank you very much.
Saya akan berfokus pada hal-hal itu tadi. Kalau misalnya memang nantinya ada hal lain yang ingin didiskusikan, saya akan membuka hal itu pada saat diskusi. Terima kasih.
Also mention that he's a private citizen.
Dan Profesor Sheldon Simon merupakan warga biasa Amerika. Jadi Sheldon Simon dalam acara ini mewakili Arizona State University atau Universitas di Arizona, jadi tidak mewakili pemerintah atau Departemen Luar Negeri Amerika.
I speak only for myself, not for the U.S. government.
Bebas.
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 Bebas ya, diskusi.
Takut dicekal lagi.
Relationship on military. For example, Operation Special Forces in Indonesia has been trying to pursue military ties from military assistance from the United States, while on the other hand, we haven't seen any accountability for past military abuses that has been solved. 6 years after the reform, my colleague, Munir Said Ali, was killed. Many other human rights violations, Papua leaders was killed. Aceh scholars was killed. Many were killed in the era of democratization. What do you think about U.S.-Indonesia relationship on the military? Do you think Indonesia should have more military assistance from the United States while it hasn't fit into accountability? Will that be possible for comprehensive partnership that I mentioned by Michael, include military assistance? Because I haven't seen that there is assurance that military ties will be part of the comprehensive partnership.
The military relationship between the two countries was, for the most part, restored. That is, regular TNI officers are now going to the United States for IMET programs, international military training and education. The primary purpose of IMET from the American point of view is to expose officers from developing countries to the way in which professional militaries operate as subordinate to civilian leaders.
Jadi saat ini kerjasama yang dilakukan oleh pemerintah Amerika dan Indonesia adalah berfokus kepada pertahanan dan keamanan. Jadi pada saat kunjungan Presiden Obama bulan Juni nanti, kedua presiden akan bisa mendiskusikan hal ini dalam rangka pertahanan keamanan di region. Dan juga dari pemerintah Amerika sendiri, mereka memiliki program yang disebut IMAT atau International Military Training and Education. Dan di sini pemerintah Indonesia juga mengirimkan pemimpin militer untuk mengikuti program ini. Dan di sini mereka akan melihat bagaimana pemimpin-pemimpin militer ini bisa menjadi subordinate atau bawahan dan bekerja sama dengan pemimpin-pemimpin dari pihak sipil atau sosial.
I think today this particular program is particularly pertinent because unlike, let's say, the Suharto period, Indonesia really is a democracy, and therefore to demonstrate to the armed forces how a professional armed force should relate to the political leadership of a democratic country is particularly pertinent today, whereas back in the Suharto period it would have been less so, simply because the military had a whole different political role in Indonesia than the military in the United States. You also asked specifically, I think, about the Kopassus issue. That is an issue that has not yet been resolved. I can tell you what I know about it in terms of the U.S.-Indonesian relationship. I do know, for example, that the United States Special Operations Command, which is the counterpart to Kopassus, has been informally talking with Kopassus, and the U.S. Special Operations Command would very much like to see a relationship restored with Kopassus, so that the U.S. Command could help in training Kopassus officers or personnel. Atrocities back in the 1990s to justice. So I think Leahy's major problem with this is that the Indonesian government has not exercised its responsibility of bringing those who committed atrocities